Welcome to Total Party Kill, where the dice roll high and the stakes roll higher. If you're into epic battles, chaotic crits, and unforgettable moments, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a session. Let's dive in.
Nothing.
You guys roleplay amongst yourselves for a moment. I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to run upstairs. Wife just got back. I think she went to go pick up Chloe.
Dude, he is way heavier than he looks. Like, do you hold on. Should we loot his pockets?
I mean, I'm not gonna add like armed robbery on top of
you don't knock
kidnapping
him
or whatever he's gonna
unconscious.
try and throw at us.
You don't knock him unconscious. You just beat him up a little.
Under the guise, I mean, I was pissed off. That's why I did it. But under the guise that, like, he needs to be wounded, that's why we carried him back. Right? Like, did I sell that to him? Yeah, I feel like I sold it to him.
I mean, you know, you did it. Yeah. Honestly, from a veteran, and not way I would have done it, but you definitely roughed him up.
Do you know how
Definitely
Batman, like,
appreciate
purposely
Batman
doesn't
because he
kill
works
people?
with vampires.
Go ahead.
Sorry, what was that, Gucci?
I definitely think we should turn him in because he worked with vampires.
Yeah, but I just don't. I don't know. I just don't think we've, got enough pull.
Do I risk? Well, we do know the Dungeoneer bought stolen fine art, so like we could use that too. But also, do I turn in my only criminal contact because he's working with the Demon Lord vampire that's trying to take over Mastria?
And you could always find other criminal contacts. I mean, technically, knowing me, I'm a criminal contact. Sorry, I've had too much grog.
You should actually have that as your thing. What is your background? Oh, see.
Is it my background?
Yeah, oh, see, like out of character, yeah.
Oh, I'm an outlander.
So, like, you wouldn't, I mean, you would connect with, like, slaving trades and urchins and the criminal underground and shit like that, right?
I mean, I would say that I've been involved with some of that stuff.
I've been involved.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, whether like doing security for slavers or you know what I mean, not necessarily being like directly involved, but you know what I mean. Hey, your muscles, we'll pay you, right? You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm basically like a space bum. In my life before I came through portal to Planescape through another portal, I mean that's completely different. Those were the before times. We don't talk about the before times. Don't ever
You
ask
guys
me about the before times.
You guys live to be like 500 years old, though. Like, you guys live to be.
No, misconception. Only
For real?
80. Yes. I about
No,
to have
that's.
normal lifespan as human.
Are you for real?
Oh yeah, no, that definitely I wouldn't joke about that.
My boy.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it seems like being born of dragon doesn't, always bring all perks, but it brings lots, but it doesn't bring long age. That's
You know,
elves.
Tabaxi lifespan is 45 years old at the oldest.
I know it's
So, like,
crazy. Did you know Thrycreen only 30?
That's
see,
short.
that's actually kind of cool. I kind of actually like that.
I mean, it's pretty fucked up. It's like the moment it's like it just flips everything upside down. I think they are adults at 5.
Well, like that's kind of why I sent you my backstory. I hope you read it.
Yeah,
But
I
like,
read it.
um, um, it would kind of make sense that like this Tabaxi kitten, when you were a young man working bouncing stuff, I don't know. Bounce ideas off me. I'm not trying to like make your backstory too, dude.
No, I just more or less saw this as like, I don't know, probably people that just like, you know, being in that cross things, it's like coworkers, you know what I mean? You over time you get to know them and it's like, okay, we're like work buddies or you know what I mean? That's the kind of like
Well,
thing
then
I feel.
your guys' characters' personalities mesh well as well, so that's kind of why you guys like synergize.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And it's definitely like I like the cut of that kid's jib kind of thing. And
In
more,
my head, I keep
We
picturing
all
that
took
as
the
this
test
like
together.
bouncer who just like worked outside of like big clubs and shit, and then this tiny little kitten who keeps coming up and going, "Hey, can I steal something for you?" Like, and I don't know, just
I
the
mean, yeah,
business relationship working from there.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
also,
technically before Cole started paying for my exams, I was actually just, bum. Some people would pay me to flex every now and then. And, there's a dirty calendar of me floating around.
Black.
You know,
and then Goichi, along with your insights, um, like you kind of think to yourself, like, well, who runs the kingdom aside from the king? Like, what group, what small group
the
of
deep
people?
royal. I get what you're saying. We've got to find the real royals, the undercover royals, the royals that rule the royals. I get it.
Like,
Wait
there's a
the
certain group of people.
fucking. Remember when Cole had me sent to the royal? Remember that? Shit. They're building a technology for Wand Command. It shares propelled force. It's a rock. It's made out of a cylinder. Do you remember this?
I remember you talking about some of it from what you overheard, or were we there? Was I there too? Sorry.
You weren't there. I think I took Goichi.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you talking a little bit about that.
That meeting
Um,
was held with a bit of the Iron Assembly, like more of the
the
brains and
iron,
architects of
the
it.
iron foundry. I have it as foundry. Is it assembly? Because I'm going to change that.
Assembly. Yep.
Assembly. Um, I think that's well, that can't be a coincidence, dude. Right?
And I go ahead, Goichi.
You're right, it can't be a coincidence. There's got to be somebody pulling the strings behind the scenes.
Yeah, because honestly, I never thought the royals to be. I mean, like, sure, maybe they're like evil in like the typical sense of evil, but I never thought them to be maniacally evil.
Oh my gosh. Do we track down like the head of the iron assembly? Because he would probably have something to do with the manufacturing of that weapon that the royal family wants.
Well, you're sitting with
Um,
a member of the Iron Assembly.
I
How do
plug
we get to
plug Cole's ears, or no, I can just speak telepathically. Like, I think we should just play both sides, and then whoever has the sweeter deal, that's who we commit to. But this is just wisdom of old veteran.
I'm gonna head up the restroom, then we'll continue. I figure this would be a good part to RP, get some like story out. You know what I
where
mean?
where could they possibly be manufacturing them though if it's not in the city? Because we would know if it was in the city, right?
I don't know. But if we decide to fake fealty to, I don't know, fake Dracula man, whatever it is, his name was, we could use his resources to find out. And then, depending on not whether who's the strongest, like I said, then we pick our side that way.
Double crossing a vampire demon lord doesn't seem like a good idea, but
And double crossing the deep royalty government is?
Either
no,
way, this
not
demon lord is involved, and we gotta track him down, take him out, because he wants to take
is
everybody
the
out.
demon vampire lord somehow connected to the royal family? There's no way it's a member of the royal family, right? Wait, the
Depends.
12-year-old. The 12-year-old that ruled for hold on.
Call the
And who
shadow
knows what this
government
guy
for a
means?
reason.
Sure, they want to bring back magic and bring back things how they was. What does he mean? How far back? Are we talking about back to the age of abyss and chaos? Because that's when magic first was formed. That's more is what this seems like it's going to be. I don't think
Also,
anyone's going
how
to
can
bring
we
back.
know that, like, if we destroy Calvaxis, that all magic, like all the owlbears and all the fucking loose portals and vortexes, how do we know that's going to stop?
Well, from what I understood, it more or less they wouldn't necessarily stop. I feel like it's like the worlds are pouring into onto each other, so they'd probably just merge. Maybe I don't know. I failed multi-dimensional physics.
But yeah, I mean, you do have a member of the Royal or Iron Assembly with you. Goes by the name of Cole.
Cole's a member of the Super Double Royal Deep State. And why
Yep.
should we
Yeah, I
trust
mean,
him?
Get it? That's the play on the
because
word
I've
there.
known him since
Cole.
the fucking litter box, man.
He's literally the man.
He's not
That
the
means he's
man.
been
He's
fucking
not
mind
the.
psyoping you since you were a kitten, bro.
He's not the.
Get on the
current
same
head.
page.
Right now, Miss Fifi is the head of the Iron Assembly.
Cole, we're sticking with the plan, correct? We are going to walk in there, pretend that you were saved by us so that we can get close to the royal family. That is what we are going to do. Correct.
Indeed.
I look at the rest of the group. I look at Goichi. I look at Chaos.
I shrug.
All right.
I psychically say to Chaos, I'm like, we could get close to the royalty family and then talk to them psychonically so that he doesn't hear us and we can actually figure out what the fuck is happening here.
No, I don't think that's how that would work either. We would talk psionically, and then immediately after that, it'd be like, seize them! And then, yeah, we'd be back at how we first met in prison.
I just stop like mid-stride and I'm like, so should we not go up there?
I'm just saying, I'm not saying that we should try to tell them anything, because that's just going to implicate us. If anything, we should just do what we said we were going to do. And like I say we should play full. We shouldn't really commit, but we should definitely go along with full for now.
That means taking him up to the royal family.
That's
You
fine.
want to
Just don't
talk-
say, what I'm saying is leave out the part where you try to psychically connect with them and then like, try and reveal all these deep secrets.
Here's the thing. I'll be the muscle and you do the talking when we get up there, all right?
I could do that. I mean, you do know
You guys
I
are on a
am
rescue
a
mission, you
well-known oath breaker. I mean, that's putting me up front is not going to really put the best foot forward, honestly.
Goichi, you want to do the talking when we get up there?
What do you think I should say? We got this guy that was working with the vampires.
We saved him because he
We're
works
saving
with the
from
royal
the
family.
vampires.
We saved him, and like we did a really good job. And
Basically,
whatever.
try to convince them that Cole isn't a filthy traitor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We saved this man.
Yeah, you guys make it back to town. You remember you're on a rescue mission to try to save Cole, and nobody from the town knows that there's a portal open towards where you chased him off. Like, you guys don't have to put in the details where you went and fought a vampire lord who's trying to take over and all that crazy shit. But yes, you make it back into town. It is like early morning at this point, like 4 or 5 a.m. You guys are getting pretty tired. Wait, you guys camped. Never mind. You're not tired. It's not early morning. You guys make it back like during the day. It's probably like 4 or 5 o'clock in the day rather than a.m. You have Cole and Co. coming with you, so you're met at the gate, and the attendant's face is filled with cheers, seeing that Cole was rescued. He happily lets you guys in. You guys go in, and Cole's like, "I'm sure I'll see you soon. I got matters that I gotta attend," and he kind of disperses.
After he leaves, I proceed to tell the guards how he was sodomized by vampires.
The guard
Tried to be
scratches
very
his head. He
sensitive
doesn't seem
about it.
very intelligent. He's like, "Sodomy?"
They put things in his butt.
Oh.
Yeah, so but he's very sensitive about it, so don't bring it up.
I look at Chaos and I'm like, stop making fun of the ogre because it's an ogre guard.
Not making fun of him. The vampires are depraved degenerates. He should be pitied. Then I put my head down.
But yes, you guys are now.
All right. I guess. Where do we go from here?
This shit's hard without Brady, man. Like I fucking
I know it's hard trying to lead.
The
That's
bar
why
is
I
gone.
just Barbarian.
should,
say
should,
we
I,
go to the
should we
bathroom.
should we roll up into the royal
Wake
court
up,
and see if
Betsy!
we can't get an audience?
Wake up, Bexy starts shaking, and what do we do?
What is
Like, yeah, no.
happening?
He kind of murmurs, "I'm
They're
hungry."
dead. They're dead sacks potatoes. But you know what? They stink. I suggest we go to expensive bathhouse first, because killing vampires.
He kind of like murmurs in an unconscious state.
Why
He's
the
like, "I'm
bathhouse?
hungry."
Why not?
You gotta scrub the blood off your fur again. I do need to stock up on health potions though.
Okay.
Actually, those are both good ideas, but like, shouldn't we like report immediately?
I'm
Thought that was
sure.
Cole.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sure
should
they'll
probably
find out
first.
once Cole makes his appearance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought Cole went on ahead that was gonna basically fill
Yeah.
them in on our story. That
Cole making his appearance basically means your guys' mission was successful.
All
we
right.
could definitely after the bath. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be in front of the royals with my kilt stinking like this. And then hyper realistic kilt and
You just want to see the jigglies at the bathhouse from the big-breasted waitresses.
I'll do the bathhouse. I'll pay for it. But I need you guys to like actively back me up when we talk to the royal court. And by
Yeah.
back me up, I mean do most of the talking, because if they see my face and recognize me, that could lead to problems.
I'll do as best as
What?
I can with my reputation, friend.
Heard.
Yeah, I said I'd do the talking. And we don't need to tell them much because it was just like they saw the vampires in town. They knew that a portal was open, so
You definitely know in the
We
back of your
saved.
mind, Smudge, that Cole's not going to reveal a whole lot of information about what just happened. He's probably going to play it
Right.
off and lie, which he's very good at doing. So it's kind of hard to ask
I'm
that
kind of
We
question
also just
lie.
wrestling with the fact of whether or not I turn Cole over because
We just
they
have
know
to
about
save
the vampires in
Mr.
town. No, I mean like internally. I'm not saying that to Chaos. I'm not saying that to Goichi. I'm just internally. I'm like I don't know if I should turn him over because he obviously was working against the royalty, but I knew him since the litter box. So like, do I actually turn over a brother? I'm kind of wrestling with that right now.
Internal struggle is definitely what I was aiming for with you because you definitely have a choice. And those are basically it. You know.
I'm not gonna bring that up until we're like deep into our like public bath session.
You know the price for treason is death. Espionage and treason. And you also know the king was very untrusting of you after your last conversation with him. You kind of gave away some information that you may not have wanted to give away.
Right, but if I gave away my homeboy, like my
That might rebuild some
again,
trust.
I cannot emphasize this enough. Like this is a human child that grew up in the streets with a tabaxi child stealing and thieving. So like
I was thinking for flavor
if I
wise,
gave away
Cole
my
is.
homeboy,
I was thinking for flavor wise, Cole would be more of an older brother figure for you, like 4 or 5 years older than you. If that's good, cool for flavor reasons. But not like a lot
oh
older
yeah,
than
no,
you.
that's cool. I mean, that would make even more sense because I'm trying to like emulate from him and learn from him, and like, yeah, no, that would even make more sense. No, but I don't know if I can betray him. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to detract very long. I apologize.
You
But
don't
Well,
have
technically,
to.
didn't he betray you, but by not revealing anything? Who is the true betrayer, huh?
Yeah, I mean that is a good point. Like you guys are basically brothers, and he's holding information from you.
How do you not know that he planted you from a seed
Even
from the
if it is
beginning to
like,
use you as a tool?
even if
I
it is
was like,
brotherhood secrets
like,
that you
but
can't reveal.
he also told me who killed my actual, by all lack of a better term, my father.
but is that the truth from the man who's
Is that
clearly a
the whole
betrayer?
truth?
Now, these are the questions you should be asking, my friend.
That's what
All
I was
right,
Food
shooting
for
for,
thought.
though. That's definitely
let's
what I
enjoy
was
our
shooting
bath.
for.
Let's not. And also, will you get behind my ears, man? I can never reach right there.
You talking to me or the wench? Because I'm not gonna do that.
Well, I guess I
Oh,
was
well.
talking to the wench.
As I've got like 3 wenches bathing me.
Yeah, you like the winch starts bathing you as well and getting specifically behind the ears. For the most part, these guys aren't prostitutes, but that doesn't mean that they can't take you back to
No,
your
they're
room.
not prostitutes. Look,
Yeah.
it's a thing.
The
And whatever, and
brothel
whatever
is
happened, it
back
happened in
here.
those times. That's whatever.
The brothel is back
Nobody is
here.
paying these women an extra 10 gold to give them the happy
These are
ending.
classy
all right?
women.
They're
These are
just
like
bathing.
escorts. If you end up hooking up with one, that's different.
Dude, they're all dude. We are 3 men. One of them is a cat man sitting naked in a bathtub. I'm sure that none of us want to be jerked off into that bathtub while the other 2 men are in the bathtub. So I'm pretty sure we're good. I'm good on the escort stuff.
And yeah, there's like a whole array of different females and males. This isn't just a men's house.
Well, yeah, I would imagine that women would probably prefer to be bathed by bed, but
This place
don't speak for
also is
everybody.
like partially an inn as well. It's just like the upper
Yeah,
level.
it's like a typical business. We just
I'm
aren't
still
staying
wearing
here.
a towel over it.
Your teammates look
When
like
we
shit
get
as
out and I
well.
like just like shake everywhere like cats do.
Your delving
They just
partners
keep
look like shit as
shaking.
well, and they need a good bath. So it is 12 GP per person. So 12, 24.
48, 36.
46 plus another 12. 58 gold.
I'll pay for the bass, but I'm not paying for the winches.
The winches
I'll
come
pay for
with
the
it.
winches.
No, I said I was going to pay for the baths.
You don't
and I'll
have to
tip them an
partake
extra
in
gold.
the massages and like hand bass if you don't want.
I'll pay for the wenches, and I give each wench
They're
10 more
respectful.
gold to
If you
follow me back to
decline,
the
they'll
tavern
understand.
afterwards, if they want to. Otherwise, it's
I'm
just a
gonna
nice.
go. I'm gonna go wait by the
And then I
gate
say,
of the
I go,
royal
here's a
house.
tip. I go, here's a little tip, and if you want a bigger tip, you can follow me back to my room.
I'm a classy woman, sir. But maybe.
All right then, it's just a tip then. And I hand her 10 gold.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit by the gates to the royal chamber and wait for Chaos to get done with his wenches.
Get done being a misogynist.
Yeah, you guys get the whole shebang. There's fancy meals, entertainment, hand baths and massages, aromatherapy, all the good stuff you could possibly want in life. It's a great time.
Oh, I get the works.
It's starting
I go,
to
it's been a
wind
long
down.
time since I've had a pedicure and a manicure. A petty mani, as they say.
It's starting to wind down, and you
Dude, I
guys
actually
hear.
love the idea of a petty manny for a fucking dragonborn because like it would just be their claws. That's fucking awesome. It's kind of
Oh yeah,
cool.
that's definitely a service that's offered as well. It starts dying down, getting a little dark out, and you guys hear the town bells going off. Not the alarm. I wonder if there's a effect I could use for this. Let me see here. Nope. Not in the one that I have. But you hear like a bell going off. This is like an announcement.
It's the cheerful
type bell.
bells. It's like Christmas bells. Bing, bang, bing, bong.
It's like yeah, pretty much.
More pleasant than the awooga.
Right. Usually that means like it's something that the townspeople would like to hear, so they all start gathering in masses. You guys likely joined.
I'm still waiting by the fucking gates for them. He's getting his handies and his little suckies and his little blowies and stuff. And I'm just
Nobody
sitting over
gave me
here
no
waiting.
handies or suckies, all right? Don't be so judgmental just because no one wants to touch your cactus dick. Okay, look, there's something going on in the square.
Fucking burn. .1 for chaos.
Dude, give him inspiration. That was awesome.
He's
I think I already have inspiration, but I mean, honestly, I'm not telling you to do whatever, but I think that's just a stupid rule because like half the time anyway, like when are you gonna like use like a whole bunch of inspirations in a row anyway? But
Yeah.
that's just my opinion on that. Go on. We gather with everybody else.
The masses gather and such. And then King Byrax comes out, surrounded by his people, and he's kind of got his hands up. The people gather, wary from battle, the air still thick with the smell of smoke and blood. King Byrax steps forward, his posture steady, his voice clear. The black veins that once marred his face now gone. He looks healthier, almost radiant, as though the curse itself has burned away in Kaelthar's fall. Mastria, my people, tonight we have torn a shadow from the mist. Kaelthar has fallen, and with him, the chains he sought to wrap around your king are broken. I stand before you not as a man cursed, but as your sovereign, whole and unshaken. But do not mistake this night as the end of our trials. Reports reach us even now. Rifts across the continent, portals opening without warning. From the spilled creatures twisted by the weave, things born of nightmare and chaos. Kaelthar was not the first, nor will he be the last. We cannot close every gate alone. Not even the crown, nor the assembly, nor the churches can hold back this tide. But together we are more than just walls and steel. We are Mastria. So I call upon you, every able soul to rise. Delvers, adventurers, craftsmen, mercenaries, take contracts. Close the portals, guard our homes, stand not just for the crown or coin, but for the hearths we build and the children we must inherit them. Who must inherit them? This is our change. This is our charge. This is our fight. Mastria endures, and so long as we breathe, Mastria will never fall. The crowd roars, this time with hope instead of despair. The Delvers are no longer expendable tools, but celebrated protectors of the realm. The player's deed ripped outward, their fight against Kaelthar becoming the spark for a continent-wide defense. And with that all said, the people who rescued Cole, may you step forward. Chaos, Goichi, Smudge, Bexy, Valgrim.
I step forward last.
I step forward and I bring up our two comrades who are unconscious, and I throw them on the stage like sacks of potatoes.
They comically kind of hit the podium. For your heroic
They're a little
deeds.
sleepy. Don't worry about it.
For
Very
your
slowly and very silently, I start to chant liar, murderer, liar, murderer, liar. Louder and louder so that the crowd starts to catch on. What do you want me to roll? Persuasion, charisma. What do you want me to roll?
Before you say that, he finishes with, for your deeds, your noble actions, I'm granting you access to the upper parts of Mastria, meaning that you will now be staying within the castle's walls.
Woo! I give a Homer woohoo. My arms go in the air.